SQL stands for Structured Query Language. We can access and manipulate the data using SQL. And also we can execute the queries against database, and then we can insert the records into the database, and then we can retrieve the data from database, and then we can update the records in the database, and also we can perform some delete operations in the to delete the records, and also we can create some new databases, and we can create a lot of tables in a database, and also we can store procedures in database, and we can create views in database, and then we can set permissions on tables and procedures and views. In that, what is RDBMS? First we'll learn about it. RDBMS stands for Relational Database System, and then we will use this RDBMS to store the data in the form of database objects, which are called tables. Here, table is nothing but the collection of related data entries, and it consists of columns and rows. If you observe in this diagram, the columns, every column is called fields, and then all the rows are called records. What is database table? A database can have multiple number of tables. As I have earlier I have already told this, and then each table has one or more records. In the previous diagram, if you observe, means there are a lot of records in one table. And also, what are the operations we can perform on database is we can create a database, delete the existing database, and then we can back up the database. Here is the syntax of creating a database. We can create the database in SQL by using create database statement. This is a syntax like create database with the database name which we wanted to give. And then we can delete the database from the, like how we can delete, by using the drop statement. Drop database will be there, that statement. If we use that, and then we have to give, next to this we have to give the database name, which database we wanted to delete. By using that, we can perform the delete operation. How to back up a database? I mean, if we have the data, we can store the data in the database, like the data which is there in the database, we can store it in our files, local files. We can keep it as a backup. For that, we need to use this syntax using backup database statement. And also with the backup database with the differential will be there. If we use the backup database with the differential keyword, at that time what will happen is, like, what are the last changes you have made to that database, we can save only those things. So by using this, we can save the time. And also every time whenever we wanted to store the database fully, means back up the database fully, means then it occupies more space. That won't happen in this using this one with the differential means. Here is the examples.